Woo! Good morning, bedbreads and sleepyheads. Oh, lordy, I just was assaulted by a flurry of sneezes. That, of course, happened during my break. But first of all, congratulations to Brian, to Cobalt, and to Syrinx Manfacer for first, second, and third, respectfully. Hello, Brian. Hello, Cobalt. Hello, Syrinx Manfacer. Oh, God. Sorry, I still got the... Oh, and congratulations on the watch streak and the watch streak. Don't mind me. I'm going to be a little bit sniffly for the next little bit. Oh, busy day. Going for getting blood routines, hitting the gym and the shore, and capping it off with some late pizza lunch. Brian, that sounds like an incredible day. And hello, Silent Rain. How are you? Have yourself a good D&D, Ling. I will be having D&D tomorrow at Audio Ignis's stream. Something. You know, promote that. Oh, I'll promote it when Ignis is actually here. Should she show up? That's the big one. If she doesn't show up, no advertisement for her. Teehee. That sounds incredibly toxic, actually. Please ignore that. Hold on, I also forgot to turn on my throws and stuff because I wasn't quite sure what today was going to look like. I wasn't sure if we were going to be doing a work-along stream or if we were going to do an art stream or both. Potentially we might still do both. We'll see what happens. But we'll figure that out when we figure that out. 1 second while I actually switch over to the place. Yeah, I'll probably sleep in tomorrow after such a packed day. Hell yeah, Brian. Do it. And Cobalt, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. I don't know if I said that already. I shall do so. I may have figured out the trigger to my sneezing. Chocolate and black tea. That is what I consumed before a, 2-minute sneeze fit. Great times is what I'm trying to say. I have lost my drawing glove. Where did that thing go? There he is. I apologize for the sniffles. The sniffles will continue. It is simply inevitable. To those who do not enjoy it, I am so sorry. But there is nothing I can do. We're also going to increase the lo-fi volume by just a little bit. Because what's the point in having lo-fi if you can't hear it? Wow. Oh goodness, and people are doing stream things, so I'm going to quickly kill, or Steam things, so I'm going to quickly kill Steam so I don't keep seeing the boop 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 boops. Lex. Hello. I presume this series of events was like, how to say, like, in one of those rooms, like one of those like ballrooms with tables of food and drink all over the place. And we're just kind of walking around, and all of a sudden we'd both notice the other, and it's just Will, Lex, hello, hello. Like John Wick, you know, you working tonight? Yeah. You? Yeah. I thought you were in prison. I thought you were dead. How could you say such a thing, Cobalt? I would never go to prison. And also, I wouldn't die in prison. I would die and then go to prison. I'd go to undead prison. And hello, Minerva. How are you? I hope that you're having a good weekend. I did say hi to Silent Rain, right? I can't remember anymore. I'm going to re-say hello just in case. There. Acknowledgement. Direct What's the word I want to use there? Reiteration, I suppose? Listen, sometimes you need to put the corpse in a cell just to make sure. True, because then when it rises, it's like, how could this have happened? My plan. Like if you do like the Romeo-Juliet situation, except for instead of doing the sleeping potion and thinking that they're dead, you do the near dead potion, but then it's just like, there's a chance that they've just drugged themselves. Throw them in prison. And then they wake up, they're like, I've done it. Damn. I've been testing a model. It kind of works. Hell yeah, Lex. Glad to hear that. I didn't get as much work done today as I would have liked, but there's still daylight hours left, Cobalt. There's still time. The day is not yet done. It's not like that one song that's like, the day is done with nothing left to say. That's not happening. You still have time. I feel like that would be an interesting bit of world building. Yeah, it's definitely happens in a world, though, where this is common. You know, where people are, you know, like using all sorts of tonics to try and get themselves out of situations. So it's just one of those things where just like, oh, they're dead. And it's like, or they're just drugged. Throw them in prison. And then when they eventually wake up, it's like, well, Mr. Jameson. And Jameson's like, curses! You've seen through my ploy. And the officer responds, oh no, Mr. Jameson. We didn't see through nothing. We just simply tried and were correct. You are a victim of fate. And then Jameson looks over at the woman behind the officer and is like, damn you, fate! You've done it to me again. And she like, oh, Jameson, you sly little bugger, you. 'Twould seem that I, fate, have rendered you immobile in prison once more. And then she walks away. And it's true, might be hanging out with a friend this evening, so not as much time. Well, you better get working then, Cobalt. Don't make me switch over to the work along thing and be like, well, you better start writing your stuff down. That reminds me of something I saw where reincarnation is a known thing, and when it's a mother in the hospital bed with her new baby, the cops burst in saying something like, that's not a baby, that's a tax cheat trying to get out of their sentence. That's not a baby, that's a man with a rap sheet the length of this entire hospital. Don't make me switch to Yakuza. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quit on the work that I need to do and instead just play more Yakuza. No. You might be getting close, Cobalt, but I'm not gonna try to get further ahead of you. If anything, if you get ahead of me, then you can show up to streams again. And then you can be the superior, smug individual who's like, I've already played this. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, Ignis is here. We're gonna be I'm very good at this. Hold on. There. Tomorrow, Ignis is gonna be running a D&D game with myself and three other poor other people. Other people will be there as well. And you should go and watch. I won't be streaming that tomorrow. I'll be streaming after the D&D. Which will be an adventure because I'm going to be tired as heck tomorrow. We might do another Euro truck driving episode tomorrow because then I could just be like, I'm just going to drive the truck and be a happy boy. You'll just beat the snot out of me while I'm on vacation. No, 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 Cobalt. You'll be fine. That's how far ahead you'll be, you see. Also, thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Ignis. Sounds like an amazing stream title. Well, which one? I don't remember what I said. I just want to drive my truck. Or I'm tired, I just want to drive my truck. I'll just drive the truck and be a happy boy. That is a pretty good stream title. It says everything that you need to know. I still want to do a stream with Euro Truck Simulator where it's like a challenge of try not to damage the vehicle, like punishment wheel if do damage, maybe do like some like bit/subs incentives for chat, like for every gift, so like for every gift sub I have to like drive with only one hand for like 10 seconds or something, like a thing that's legitimately like, this is gonna be so freaking hard, why would you do this to me? Or I have to look at the other monitor while driving, you know, like I'm not allowed to look at the screen. I have to drive through peripheral vision. Ideas. I guess we technically could just make a wheel for whenever there are like gift subs or bits that get spun, and that'll be like the challenge wheel, and then there's the punishment wheel. Thought processes. Speaking of which, I should actually write those down because I do want to flashbang. Hold on. That's too bright. So much better. Can handle this so much better. As one of the things is, I would like to do a little bit of planning this stream, but I'm going through, we'll call it a metamorphosis, where I've been in this period of like several months where like every time I think I can come up with an idea for stream that might be interesting or fun or I don't know, like anything, it immediately gets swatted down in my own head. Like it's literally like, you know, if you've ever seen the memes of the person and then there's themselves behind them with a firearm to their own head, it's that. It's just that, like me assassinating me. And it's like, I want to stop doing that, but I'm struggling with it. So I have become aware of the mental pattern, and I'm attempting to push past it. It's just difficult right now. So we might do some planning during stream at one point if I can push myself to that. If not, I'm accepting it. I will still make plans. I will probably put up like a poll or something in the Discord. Shameless plug. To see if anybody has any interesting ideas that they would like to, or if anybody has specifics that they would like. Maybe not even a poll, maybe just like a post your thought processes. Who knows? I still have no confidence in my ability to come up with interesting things, so. And hello, Dolan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Now, we should at least write this down, if nothing else. Because if not, who will? I said tea. Can I get some text, please? Thank you. Oh, it's like Euro Truck Simulator 2 challenge stream. Stuff it. And that would be like the challenge wheel and the punishment wheel. There we go. At least those are written down at this point. And I'll just save them to... Why did I do it that way? What a silly thing to do. Let's call this... There we go. There we go. All right. That's at least out and about. I also got to do a bunch of drawings because I want to. So the big thing is, and I think I've mentioned this before, this is top secret. No one knows about this. Points to everybody individually. Like, I want to start doing a thing where at the end of the month we do a little community stream. And I think I've already shown some of the art before, but if I haven't, let me go to it really quickly to remind myself where in the 9-hex I actually put it. So, I want to do, let me grab this, if it opens properly. There we go. Is the background still there? There. Okay, there. Now it's gone. So what I want to do is at the end of every month, I want to do a little community stream, which was essentially like a, like a sleepover themed stream. So we all hang out, we play community games, or if chat has a specific game that they wanted me to play, we can play that day, etc., etc. Very sleepover-y themed, and I want to make a... how to say, like a... What's the word I want there? I can't find it. Like a promo video for it. And I know how I want to do it. And it's going to require a lot of art. So it's going to be a great time of me trying to do art, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing the stream today, to start actually working on that a little bit. So that's one thing we're going to be probably working on today, if I can get myself to work on it. If not, we accept our situation, we switch over to work along stream. Basically what's happening today is I'm going to try to work on stream. If I can't get it, I can't get myself to do it as well as I wanted to, we will switch over to the other way of doing it, which will be the work along stream, where I can still work on stuff, but it's a little bit more hidden, because sometimes, your, how to say it, your self-consciousness creeps in, it sinks its fingers into the back of your head, much like the way that scene from, like, The Grudge, when the one lady is showering and the hands start coming out of the back of the head. It's like that, but, like, inverted. The hand goes into the head and just starts puppeteering your mind with pointless concerns that you don't need to have. And sometimes it's just better to be like, all right, let's do a workaround. Let's keep working, but just avoid it a little bit. Hello, Agent. How are you? Also, I realized that I haven't actually turned on my light. So let me just do that real quick. Because it's very cloudy outside today. So not a whole lot of sun. So we make sure that that's nice and hello, Lunity. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I was just talking about the wanting to do like the end of month community streams and make the little video for it, the little promo video for it. So I'm probably going to start working on some of that art today. Which a lot of it is going to be, how to say it, like half tracing, because I can't do art to save my life from the perspective Well, from perspective. Like, I'm not very good at just drawing it, but I can work with it once I have the general perspective drawn itself. Order me a new keyboard and a 5-pound bag of Sour Patch Kid. Ooh, let's go, Agent. That sounds like a good time. So at the moment, what I think I want to draw is... Now I need to remember. It'll be under the ideas. It'll be that one specifically. This is the thing that I need to draw. Oh, it's going to be slightly different. Won't be too difficult, but it'll be slightly different. I may have to refine this picture because this image is now smaller than I would like it to be. But yeah, the general shape is like, okay, I do want to draw this general shape. Though we did change some things around, so there will be parts of it that will be different. Like these windows won't be there. Those two windows can still be there, but I think they'll be a little bit bigger. The upstairs has the big window, but it won't have the thing. It'll just be a straight across window with the window in the back as well. Like there's a lot of stuff here that we can just kind of like trace over and it'll be fine with little bits and pieces. That's like, okay, well, no, that doesn't need to be there. That doesn't need to be there, etc. So let's get that started by first trying to find the treehouse that I already got. Oh, look at that. It's like the first image. Well, looks like it's only that big, so we're just gonna have to accept it, unfortunately. Let's grab a quick here. So we'll be doing a casual 1920 by 1080 size. Though maybe we'll make it a little bit bigger just for safety purposes. Which will mean that the treehouse is going to look a little bit stretched. Though we could make it that it's like so. Yeah, that should be fine. We can figure out the rest of the stuff relatively easily based on that. Easy peasy. Oh, excuse me? I have no idea what caused that. Does B lead to that? Okay, weird. We don't go back to book club there, scenes. Book club is dead. The fact that you dare try to make me think otherwise is illegal. Punishable by, I don't know, violence or something. Just gonna really roughly mark it all down, just so that we have it. There. Then the trees themselves will be their own little fascinating situation, because the way that I want to do it is Like so. So instead of the stairs going up like that, we're gonna have the stairs here. And that's why we're doing it like this, because perspective is difficult. So we're going to instead use the information that we already have at our disposal to try to make things work. Man, it's weird listening to this song at like one time speed. Maybe I should just go back to the There we go. There we go, and there we go. Yeah, I wanted these to be a little bit bigger. Still like so. And I wanted this to just be similar to that. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be incredible because it's basically a background image that's going to just kind of move along as it goes. But I want to make it at least look kind of good. Kind of defeats the purpose of what we're working on if, you know, it looks like, shh, goodness me. Sorry, my mic arm is a little bit noisy because it likes to squeak. As I'm sure that's actually coming through, and I apologize. Well, that wasn't the microphone arm. That was a big old truck that was being fussy. He's fussing up a storm out there. He doesn't like the way that things are turning out, so he's causing a ruckus. There we go. Oh, I'm just realizing it should actually lead to the bottom. Kind of defeats the entire purpose if it doesn't do that, yes? Definitely an approach, Lex, but I hate that the thing is squeaky. And congratulations on the 3-watch streak, Lunity. I remember there was a time when I actually liked drawing trees back in the day. Now I look at them and think, oh good lord. That looks like quite the conundrum of thing that I need to draw. So many branches. I'm not going to draw all of them, but I'm going to try. Gosh dang, I'm going to try to make it look semi-decent, if nothing else. Or by WD-40 or a new mic arm. Well, unfortunately, the budget says there are no new purchases. So, I'm more in the situation of like, well, I guess that's just how it is. I feel like I should just be a little bit more relaxed about the branches, about the trees in general. I feel like I can just sketch those in. Just be like doop, 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 doop. But I'm being difficult about it, I guess. Way too difficult about the tree. Way too difficult about the tree. I can probably just sketch the tree in for the most part. And the only branch that's really important is this one. Because it goes on top of everything. But the rest of it isn't really that important. And even this one you can probably just sketch in relatively easily. The other important one, of course, is this. But again, should just be able to draw most of it in the background and then just put the treehouse on top of it. I don't think that'll be that big of an issue, honestly. I think that's how we're going to do it. We just do it in layers. Yeah. I think that is how we are indeed going to do it. And here I sit for a moment, pondering. See what this currently looks like. Perspective wise, this is after gonna do at least this, because otherwise it looks kind of odd. But yeah, this works. Simple layout, relatively easy to draw. This will actually need to be more like that and like that, so that the perspective actually makes sense, but we'll figure that part out when we get to it. And then stairs, which I can probably figure out for the most part. If we reduce it by a little bit. Yeah, there'd actually be a set of stairs right there. Then a set of stairs right there. guesstimate roughly right there, and then one just before the outset, which means this needs to go like this and like this, because otherwise it doesn't make an iota of sense. Which means we'll probably have to put 1 or 2 pieces here too to make it make it more reasonable that it's just like, oh yeah, they have support pieces, because if they don't, how in the 9 hex is this thing actually going to stay up? There we go. Yeah. Sorry, trying to get myself all organized. Oh. I'm starting to think it might be better for me to switch over to the Spirit City, because I feel like I'm not going to be talking a whole lot while I'm working. And it makes more sense to just have that open in that case, because then at least I have the warning there of just like, yeah, I'm not going to be talking too much. I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's the right choice. So let me quickly get that all set up, because that's a little bit of an endeavor. Wait, what the frick is happening here? Why are you doubling up the folders? Firefox, why are you being so weird right now? I don't like that. Did you do something different with the avatar today? I don't think so. Oh, frick. This guy doesn't have the... You're right. You right. He doesn't have the eye bags yet, because I haven't gotten to that point yet. Neither does this one. God damn it. Alright. We're just killing this whole idea then. And you don't either? There we go. I was about to say, how? Hold on, this will take a second, and I apologize. Alright, we're gonna kill the lo-fi. And almost be done with the stuff properly. There, there, there. doing this live. What a good idea, Will. You're so good at this. Go here. And we go clear list. All right, there we go. And we grab the timer. And we grab the to-do list. Is that what I want to work on today? No. Let me see. How much time do we have left? 15 minutes. Fantastic. All right, well, in that case, I guess we're doing a 10-minute work session for now. I will add tasks as I go, so, well, we'll do draw to start with. Plan. And see you guys on the other side. I was not prepared. I was caught very off guard. I was deep in thought. And I was interrupted. Thank you, alarm. I'm trying to work here. Hold on, we also need to change this. There and plan. I think that's the better option there. That means I'm breaking them apart. I'm actually doing... how to say it? I'm making sure that I'm actually separating the two for what they are, so that I'm not conflating. I'm learning from my programming course. You gotta break things down into parts, because otherwise you're gonna get overwhelmed by it. It's gonna be like, how the heck do you do that? It's like, well, you needed to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. Well, then by that logic, actually, we'll also do plan, truck, punishment. We'll put those together. So that at least that's broken down in even more pieces. I don't know yet about how to break this one down, because I don't quite know what to do with it yet, but we will figure it out. I do feel a little bit bad that, like, I use my streams sometimes to essentially make sure that I'm actually planning things out or working on things. Like, you'd think I'd have the discipline to just be able to just do this, like, to just sit down and do it, and it's like, I don't, and it sucks, but at the very least, I can do this stuff to get things done, even if they're not the most entertaining streams, unfortunately. Huh. Well, is what is. Oh, I do need to actually change. Thank you for reminding me about that, Luna D. I got to change this over to co-working, because this is clearly not art anymore. This is definitely co-working stream. All right, everybody. Unfortunately, the ads are creeping along, much like, I don't know, how does that thing go? Crisscross applesauce, spiders crawling up your back. The ads are creeping along. The server spirits, they speak. They speak to us, chat. They whisper demands. They try to tell us about pizzas and those really annoying DoorDash commercials that make me want to throw people into piles of leaves. Because the other thing I want to say is mean. So, I'm going to say the nicer thing. But we don't like to listen to those. We don't like listening to shampoo commercials that are dumb or other commercials that are dumb. Or there's this podcast ad that I've been getting while listening to my podcasts about just like something unexpected happened when this one person turned themselves in for killing somebody. And then it's just like something unexpected happened, and then it's just like people of their past started coming forward telling their story, and it's like, what do you mean unexpected? That like always happens when somebody ends up getting convicted of murder, and you go and ask people, they're like, oh yeah, I always knew that they were a bit of a problem. I got some stories about them. That always happens. What the fuck do you mean that's unexpected? Ah! It makes me angry every time I have to skip it for the purposes of not getting upset. Anyway, we need to take an ad break really quick. No word of a lie, this rattles me. And it's like the thing that pops into my damn ads during my podcast. And it's just like, I don't want to hear this because it's infuriating. Anyway, we need to take a tiny little break. If you guys can or able to, I hope that you get up and stretch. Grab yourself something, grab yourself something to drink. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. I will be back ASAP. BRB. I almost went back to the game overlay rather than a work along overlay because I'm a silly boy. Make sure. There we go. Lex, that's how I feel whenever I get ads in French. Where I'm just like, I do not understand this enough to be able to, like, fully comprehend it, but goodness me, you sure are excited to tell me about it. My favorite was, I was at my parents' a while ago, and I wanted to listen to, I think it was Cobalt, one of Cobalt's streams, and I was watching, and I got ads. I'm like, okay, well, fine, I'll get ads. That's fine. And it started out in English, and then the ad froze and switched to Quebec French. And I'm like, what in the nine hells is going on right now? Why would you think this? And 3/4 of the way through the ad, it froze again and went back to English. The ads didn't know what was up. They didn't know what to do with the situation at hand. But it was very amusing to be a witness to it. Just like, oh, you're having some trouble here. I will have to look for some of them at one point. Lex, thank you for the recommendation. I don't actually know what Czech sounds like. So I can't even like immediately visualize it. And I'm a little embarrassed by it. I am not what you would describe as worldly. Sorry, every time I put on my drawing glove, for some reason I'm just like, yeah, I'm a boxer now. For anybody who knows what, doesn't know what a drawing glove is, it is a glove that goes around your wrist and then up and only really covers one, sometimes two of your fingers, usually your pinky and your ring finger. For me, it's just my pinky. So there's no reason for me to feel this way, but there's still like a... Winnie the Pooh's song in... I do not even know how to say that word, Lex. That is a word beyond mine understanding. I'm sorry. The dyslexia is strong today. The brain not functioning is strong today. Earlier today, I woke up and was like, alright, I'm going to go for a walk. Gonna go get like one or two things from the grocery store, come home, go take a shower, do my laundry. I go for the walk. I take the wrong way that I was intending to for just no reason. Like I literally just started going the wrong way, and then about halfway to where I needed to go, I was like, what am I doing? Went to the grocery store, went to the thing that I wanted to buy, couldn't find it, was right in front of me. Couldn't find it, was just like, where's the thing? It's supposed to be on sale. Are they gone? Did they stop selling? Are they sold out? Literally, like, right there. Where I'm looking right now, that's where they were. And I just was like, where could it be? And then finally I go and take a shower. Finish shower, get out of shower, start setting up the laundry. Finish the laundry, and then there's just this pause where I'm like, why does my hair still feel kind of greasy? No shampoo use. Literally just put my hair under water, rinsed it for a bit, and was just like, that brain was just like, yep, that's all the shower that you need. I just... today. One of those days. where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked and everybody sucks. I'm sticking to my guns. Through and through. Limp Biscuit hits harder the older you get. You get on out of here, bot. Native conception. More like gone. I'm so glad that I have Siri bot. God dang. They just get yeeted straight to hell and high water. As they should. Alright, everybody. I am going to go under because we already are going to have to reduce it by 5 minutes because I'm chatting with you guys too much. Stop being so interesting. Okay, I'm also rambling a lot, but that's besides the point. Take the compliment. Alright. I will see you guys in 45 minutes. Also, Luna D, get up and drink water and eat breakfast. Boop. And... Also, Lex, yes, sorry, I missed your last message because of the bot reduction. Yes, you can send me one. About to say, you can post it in chat. I worded that very strangely. Okay, now I'm gone. Here's the thingy. I was sitting trying to figure out how things were working. And now I'm out here. Ah! Exactly. Ding. The ding caught me off guard by a lot. Sorry, I was transferring some of the challenge ideas over to a wheel to see what it would look like. And it's like, does it look right? Maybe. Needs more work. Currently don't like the way it looks. It's too bright. But progress. Progress is good. We love progress around here. At least I hope we do. Sorry, I'm also just rocking out this music right now. And we'll go on over there. There we go. Oh. Also, good luck, Lex. I believe in you. And thank you very much for the lurk. Kicha? I hope I'm saying that correctly. But thank you very much for the lurk. Very much appreciated. Hope that you're having a good weekend so far. And also, good luck, Dub Shadow. I believe in you. The day is going to be done fast, super fast, and you're going to get to go home and be like, I no longer care. I can stop caring. I can have my Sunday to myself. I shouldn't work on this right now. We're not doing works at the moment. This is not work period. We're in the break period. We got to do the breaks. Dip in to tell you D&D is currently summarized as crab battle. Well, have you considered being less crabby, Ling? Oh, now what? Now what? I believe in you, Lex. You could do it. I saw the thing you posted. It's looking good so far. But have fun with your D&D, Ling. I believe in you. You can do it. You can defeat the big bad evil crabs? Question mark? Maybe. Heh. Sorry. I'm tappy right now. I want to keep working on it, but I can't because we're on break. Break is lame. I don't like break. Blech. But after I get this wheel all figured out, I'm probably going to slap them onto the Discord and be just like, what do you guys think? Also, I really need to sit down at some point and figure out Discord again. Like, just clear up that Discord a bit. Like, get rid of some of the stuff that doesn't necessary. Put the stuff in that is necessary. Do all that fine shenanigans. Get it more sorted. Get it more set up for people to be, I don't know, active, I guess, might be the correct word. Regardless, we need to take now a tiny little break because the ads are coming up and we don't like ads, as we all know. So, while we are gone for that 3 minutes, I hope that you guys get up and stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself some drink, make sure you guys taking care of yourselves. I will be back ASAP. Hopefully you guys will be back ASAP as well. And I will see you guys very soon. Yeah. I fumbled somewhere. You guys get it. BRB! And we're back. Alright. Every time I come back to my computer, I have misplaced something. I misplaced my drawing glove earlier because it turns out I left it in the kitchen when I went to go get a snack last time. I'm now missing my phone. I don't know what I lost the first time, but every single time something else has been forgotten. Oh, we're living the good life right now. How dare you do this to me, Sai? And also, thank you very much for the bits. This is very kind of you. You bouncy and shaky son of a gun. Knowing me, though, chances are I put my phone down, picked up the glove, and then came back. So chances are the glove is literally, or the phone is literally just sitting in, like, in the kitchen. In the fridge. It's probably in the fridge. You're right. That's where it is. It's gotta be in the fridge. I mean, I've done weirder things. I once tried to put a carton of milk in the microwave because I needed to put the milk away. Like, I'd made myself a bowl of cereal and was like, oh, this needs to go back into the fridge. Open up microwave. Put carton in. Pause. Take carton out. Walk over to fridge, embarrassed. Put carton in fridge. Close. Sigh quietly. Just, oh. Why is it like this? Every time I leave my headphones not on the table, I spend 5 minutes searching for them. Because they can, yeah, they can, exactly, because if they're not exactly where they should be, they can be anywhere. Like, it is a, well, I guess I'm searching the whole apartment for this thing, because it's not where it's supposed to be. One moment, please. And there's the fix. Oh, very, very annoying thing. For a very long time in my life, I thought that I would get these, like, how to say it, which turned out to just be like muscle pinches, but they'd be in my pectoral, like over my heart, and it'd be like, oh, good God, am I about to die? You know, like, is this it? Is this how it's gonna go? Am I gonna die? And then finally at one point stopped being a pain in the butt and went to the doctor about it. And they're just like, oh no, you just have weirdly sensitive pectoral muscles that just sometimes will just have a little bit of seizing. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. You just have this moment of pain and it just happens to be right there. And I'm like, oh, great. Fantastic. I'm so happy. And then at one point I mentioned it to my dad and he's like, how old are you? And I'm about this old. And he's like, yeah, it's about when it was happening with me. I'm like, oh, great. Great. I get to use you as a blueprint for the things that will happen to me in the future. Fantastic. I'm so excited. Right now it is really acting up for some reason. Oh, there we go. I mean, to be fair though, Lex, at least that reduces the radius, right? It can be like, okay, I can't go here, so therefore they're not there. They can just be anywhere else. Right, everybody? We are heading back under the the next timer. There we go. I couldn't get to it. We're going for 45 minutes. I think this will be the last hour of the day. I'm going to be taking it a little bit slower today because yesterday was a little bit much, unfortunately. They are anywhere except for the place that I just was. Yeah, exactly. All right, everybody. We're going for another 45. Will versus the timer. I'm going to get so much done, Sai. You'll see. You'll see. 45 minutes. Ooh, going to get so much done. But all right, we're going back under. If any of you guys want to participate, of course, as you can see some lovely peeps are doing the same. All you need to do is type !task and then write what the task is going to be, and it will place it on there. All right. I'm going back under. I'm going back for the mute. See you guys in 45. And... Did I say that I was done, timer? It's being very unreasonable right now is what I'm realizing here. I'm out here just trying to get some stuff done, and it's like, no. Time waits for no man, and I'm like, I ain't no man, I'm a streamer, and I demand more time. We're trying to figure things out. I have a couple of ideas that I've got kind of semi-written down. They're not set in stone yet, but progress. You know what? Progress is what we need right now. That's what we're aiming for, after all. So let's reduce this to there. We will for no reason. For the funsies of it. Let's do it this way, just for the lulls of it. I know that you guys can't see it, and I apologize, but just doing a little planning. Probably go in here. Yeah. Everyday May. What did I call it specifically? Goals. Community goals, specifically. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. All right, everybody. I think we are done for the evening. Wow, incredible. Amazing. All those wonderful things. Let's see. Oh, I know who we're going to. Lunella is currently streaming. And she's streaming art. And though I was technically supposed to do art today and didn't, we still got things done. So why don't we also go and support somebody who is also doing things? That's on getting stuff done. Well, thank you, Brian. Brian, you're still here? Are you crazy? Aren't you supposed to be in bed so you can sleep in tomorrow? You silly goober, you. Oh. Okay. I got my stretching. I got my stuffs. I'm gonna do this, though technically it's not completely true, but we put time into it. Yeah, let me take it off here. Good night, Brian. Thanks so much for being here, buddy. Have yourself a good snooze tomorrow. Let's just... We'll remove that one for now. All right, the ads are coming up, so we need to go ahead and get started. So, we are going to go over to Lunella. She is a dragon-themed VTuber who is currently doing art. So, if you are subscribed, please use the top right message. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom right message. 7 people, let's heckin' go. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me today. I'm sorry that it was a little bit distracty and not as directional as it could have been. I didn't really know what I was going to do today, and... I don't know. I had a little bit of a moment where I was like, maybe I'll just do like an hour and leave. And then was like, no. We're going to stick around for at least 2. And we ended up making it to 3, which I think is a success. But all right, everybody, quick outro. And then we are done for the evening. So everyone, thank you so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you were super appreciated. Hope you guys are having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night, what time it have to be for you. Hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time it have to be for you, hope you have a very restful sleep. I will see you guys over at Lunella's. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow for something. And if not, have yourselves a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys the next time that I see you. Bye-bye for now. The pop was weak once more. Yeah, we'll accept that one.